match day, and I've thought I'd bring the most enthusiastic members of the Liverpool fan base to have a discussion before kickoff. The ones that think we're gonna win every week we play football. FOZI's in the building, and Mike Das is in the building. Guys, how are we before we even start talking about the crazy team we have decided to support for probably 20 plus years, I wouldn't say? How is everyone?
Bro, we're in a spot above her, but we're trying to survive out of this. So yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good so far. Anyway, I'm all good.
What about you, Mike, bro? Feels like you've been doing a lot of traveling, bro.
Hey, listen, bro. I made back all the money that I spent on Vegas and then some. So like I was feeling it. I hit a parlay. I made some money at 3-card poker. So, outside of Liverpool, life is great. But then once you remember that you're a Liverpool fan, you realize that you literally live in hell.
Yeah.
So it's hot. It's hot down here, but it could be worse.
No, listen, fairs, man. But you're right, though, because when I'm not thinking about Liverpool, everything feels good. And then the moment I go, I do support Liverpool, don't I? Yeah, there's conversations to be had about Liverpool. That's when it becomes dark. So I'm with you as well. Lineup is out. Lineup is out. Where is your guys' head with this lineup? Because, yeah, I'm looking at the team and I'm also looking at the bench, and I'm just like, eesh. This ain't I don't know if this is a strong team we took away to
oh damn,
San Siro. So Allison's go.
What's the actual formation?
What is a strong team? What is a strong Liverpool team? Like, let's just get down to it. Like, guys, 3 weeks ago, I was told that we have a winnable run, and I looked at Hussam in the face and I said, "How dare you put the words winnable and Liverpool in the same sentence structure? You don't speak English. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous." To me, there's only one way that we're going to see this, bro. You're about to see the most diabolical 4-4-2 you've ever seen in your entire life. This is about to be Frankfurt first half replayed without Wirtz on the right. I did see someone make a comment. Apparently, Wirtz picked up a knock, and that's why he's not starting. But based on Liverpool PR, I don't trust. I don't trust them as far as I could throw a grown man, and I can't throw a grown man very, very far. My name's not Eddie Hall. So to me, I'm thinking it's going to be a 4-4-2. But like, let's be honest, bros. Let's just be real. When we have the ball, does anyone here expect to not see a 3-1-0-0-0-0-0-6 formation? Because that's just what it is. That's just whatever we put on paper. It don't matter. We revert to type.
I would love to know, because obviously I look forward to seeing your shows as well, Mike, after the games. Once I finished all of my stuff and I'm chilling, I go, let me see what Mike said. And then I just go, yep, Mike is dissecting the team again. And he's correct in this moment with the formation. I'm hoping today you don't see that, though. I'm hoping today, when you probably do your match reaction and you go, do you know what? There was a bit of structure, there was a shape, the team looked good, players are close to each other, not miles apart. I'm hoping you see that. That's what I'm hoping for, Mike.
Hope is a beautiful word. Hope is a beautiful word. But when we say the same thing for 8 straight weeks, from basically Crystal Palace away on, like, because Crystal Palace away is when people really started to dissect like that. I mean, at least personally, that's when I started to record games. I was like, you know what? I'm over trying to tell people. I'm over trying to use words. I'm going to start recording the games, and I'm just going to start showing what I see. When I've seen it this consistently, like, I can't have any kind of hope, because no matter what happens, no matter how the first 15 minutes goes, there's always that moment in the game where we revert to type and then it becomes the majority. So I hope that happens, but I don't, like, what have we seen that Slot has done, not said, that suggests that we will change the fundamental way that we build up? Because these last 3 games were the perfect moment. Sunderland, Leeds, and Nottingham Forest, and PSV. 4 games. Those are the perfect moments. Those are not teams that are going to play possession-based football. These are the moments where you have to change the way that you built up. And we didn't change anything. So maybe, but then here's the thing, Enz. If we do change and we do win, then all of a sudden everyone gets to blame Salah, and that's not
Yeah.
anything that I'm happy about. So
Damn. Fozzy, what about you, bro? The team lineup, you can see it there. Allison in goal, Gomez is right back, Ibu, Virgil, Robbo comes in as your back five. Double pivot will probably be Gravenberch and Matt.
He's gonna go free. I think he's gonna go free.
Talk to me, bro.
Yeah, the old formation, probably Ekatike in the left wing, Isak up front, and it depends on Soboslai and Jones on the right. So I'm assuming he wants to, like Mike said, the issue that we have is the middle. It's always open for everybody to come through it, and start creating chances and score goals. Maybe he's going back to that free, like Jurgen used to have, like three in the middle, three up front, and make it more difficult for Inter Milan. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, guys. Something's telling me things might change today, considering what's been happening recently. And we might actually win this game some way, somehow. But when I'm looking at the bench, guys, I don't see any, apart from Florian Wirtz and Rio, what's out there? There's two goalkeepers on the bench. And we've got less players than Inter Milan on their bench. So it's a mess in that way. But I'm just gonna be optimistic now, considering what's
Endo.
Huh?
Where is Endo and where is Chiesa?
They're in. There's nobody there, bro.
No. Why aren't they there?
Chiesa's got the flu, and Endo, I don't know. He's just a missing man right now.
So we're looking at that. You know what I mean? It's the first 11, and there's nothing else coming out after that. So
I don't know why you're putting your hands up, Mike. I don't know. Ask Fozzy. He knows more about the club than I do.
What do you mean he has the flu? Michael Jordan won an NBA final with the flu. I don't care if you have the flu.
Arne Slot said in his press conference yesterday, he said he's got the flu, but it might be a miracle if he recovers from it and he could join us still. So it doesn't look like he's joined them. This is
the flu.
Yeah.
The flu?
Yes, bro. This is what they do.
Bro, you can play football with the flu.
He said he's got high temperature.
Hang on. Didn't Diaz miss one game? Was it last season or the season before with the sore throat? We was talking about ends.
Something like that, yeah.
Yo. Fucking take some cough drops, dude. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, listen. I'm hoping something's gonna come out of this today, considering what's happened, obviously, in the last couple of days. The players are gonna stand up by being counted, and they're gonna try, something different. I'm just living on hope, like N said in the beginning, and hopefully we'll get a result. If not, it's just it's another day of Arne Slot, out again. So it is what it is. I don't think Arne Slot is going to go anytime soon. Let me just put it that way, guys. After what Salah's done, I think he bought more time. That's what I think. So there you go.
Right. Talked about the team. Big up to Cav in the building. Big up to all 116 of you that decided to join the conversation. Love for the love. Fozzy's and Mike's channels are in the description. So if you want to go and subscribe to them, please go and do so. You said you don't know what we're gonna do. This is a good thing. Let's put the players on the pitch and let's try and figure it out and put all of our brains together.
You talk about Mike or me? And I said
all of us. We need to put it together because I don't know.
I think it's a 4-3-3. That's what I think. I
think I know what we're gonna do.
But I think Mike thinks the 4-4-2 was it against Frankfurt. Is that what you said?
So it's gonna be it's two things. With Liverpool, we never stick to one formation. Under Arne Slot, we never have. It's going to be more than likely.
1 second, Mike. Enz, you gave Konate a yellow card already, yeah?
Hey, man. I was about to put Salah on the pitch, but Salah, sorry, mate. You decided to run.
Sorry, Mike. Go ahead, bro. Sorry, Mike.
Wait, also, I didn't see Gakpo on the bench.
He's injured for a few weeks.
So they say.
I saw Anfield Papers tweet that, and I thought that they were lying. I think you're going to see a 4-4-2 in the press, right? Like when we're pressing, and we're in a defensive shape. I mean, I shouldn't even say pressing because we can't press anything. We couldn't press an empty football pitch, but I think you're going to see a 4-4-2 in our quote unquote press, and then it's going to shift in possession. And in possession, I think you're more than likely going to see Ekatike hugging the left side, Isak down the middle. You'll see Soboslai on the right side, and then you'll see either Curtis Jones or McAllister just hanging out with them. So it'll be a front four, 50 yards away from the back four. But in the press, I think it's going to be a 4-4-2. Maybe we sometimes go to the 4-2-4, but I haven't been seeing that as much. lately,
Mhm.
which is a good thing in theory. I hated our passive
In
4-2-4.
situations like this, Mike, wouldn't you go with the 3 like we used to before? To make that, that donut bit you're always talking about to close it
The
up.
only, yeah, okay. The problem with me is that the only other thing that I could see us doing would be what we did against City and basically doing a box midfield.
Yeah.
I'm talking City last year, not City this year.
Yeah,
City
okay.
last
So
season.
like play with 2 midfielders as a forward.
Exactly.
I'd
Basically, you have a box midfield,
Yeah.
and then Isak on the left. I'm sorry, Ekitike on the left and Isak on the right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't trust our possession structure. So it's the difference between our press and what we look like in build up. But in the press, I think I'm going to see a 4-4-2. That's what I saw against Frankfurt, and for the most part, it was pretty solid. We only got done in transition once. For the most part, Frankfurt weren't too dangerous the rest of the game, and it tries to keep that midfield as packed as possible. But I don't know, dude. At this point, I don't know. I'm firing blanks. I got no idea.
The reason I'm saying this
Not
formation,
crazy, that is.
yeah, it's true though. Yeah, 100%. The reason I'm saying this formation, guys, is because you look at the opponents that you're facing. You're facing Inter Milan, not Frankfurt. You know what I mean? So you got to make the pitch as congested as possible, so you don't have those gaps that you pass through. If you know what I mean. And the quality of the players of Inter Milan is completely different to obviously the Frankfurt one. So if we drop back a bit with them 3, in midfield, and make it difficult for Inter Milan obviously to go through that means we could counter attack quicker to give the forward players the ball, if you know what I mean. So that's why I'm saying something like this. And not only that, you got to look at the pitch you're playing in, guys. This is a big pitch. It's not a small.
It is a big pitch.
So if you're going to play 2 in the middle, it's going to be a struggle, especially with McAllister's legs. You know what I mean? He ain't going to run up and down. He ain't going to chase anyone back. So this makes it easier for him to
wheel around in his wheelchair.
Yeah. To make it easier for him. But carry on.
That's a great point, Fuzzy, bro. The pitch is massive, and we put a guy with zero mobility in the midfield for this one.
Can I offer one positive?
Go on.
Can I offer one potential positive?
Go on.
With the way that we've set up, something that I have been calling out for weeks is I'm sick and tired of how wide we play, and the fact that we stretch everything laterally. To me, what a team like this without formation could potentially pose as a solution would be to condense the pitch, right? So let's say Szoboszlai had the ball in this situation, right? Rather than the pitch staying wide, everyone comes to the ball, right? We say screw the switch. There ain't no need. Screw lateral movement. We're just going to condense the pitch relative to the ball, which is something I've been calling out for. Like, we don't condense the pitch relative to the ball in offense. On defense, I think that we do it too much. I think that we overcommit. You don't want to do that in the press. You don't want to condense it too much, because then that leaves too much space open. But when you have the ball in a team that's struggling to play with pace, you need more options. And more options means a more condensed structure. And a more condensed structure means more defensive movement, more off-ball runs, more dragging defenders, more effort. That's the kind of solution that could lead to at least more confidence. I'm not saying that we're going to batter them, but we'll see the ball move with a little bit more zip, a little bit more pace, and maybe that frees up Isak a little bit more. I'm just trying to be positive here, but
we have to be in it. What else can we do, Mike?
It's like I'm pulling my teeth out trying to say these words. Like, I've never been more upset. I've never been more angry at wanting to watch Liverpool. I've never been more detested. Like, it's taking everything for me to watch this game.
All right, look. Okay, so Fuzzy, you've gone with the old school 4-3-3. Am I correct in saying so?
But more, obviously where it is now, deeper instead of like everybody going up in it. So the wingers can go more like compact, make it more compact.
So they drop into these
these
spaces.
When we haven't got the ball. Yeah, when we haven't got the ball.
When we ain't got the ball, when we got the ball, they become the 3 up top. And then your thinking, Mike, is something completely different. Am I assuming?
Yeah. I think it's going to be a 4-4-2 press.
Okay. So is that with the 10 joining in?
I think it's going to be more like Ekitike and Isak are up at the top. Szoboszlai will be on the right, and Jones will be on the left. So our press, because again, Jones likes to play on the left, Szoboszlai likes to play on the right, And in these past few games when we haven't had Salah, my right winger has either been Joe Gomez or Dominic Szoboszlai, no matter what. I mean, the amount of times I see Szoboszlai occupying Salah's space, that suggests to me that this is where he's more comfortable. I don't think we're going to see the 4-2-4 because I think that's a little bit too passive. I think a 4-4-2 is a little bit more pragmatic, and it keeps Jones and Szoboszlai closer to Robertson and Gomez.
His legs, that's what worries me, especially the pitch they're playing in, bro. Like one ball over the top, it's over.
Well, that's also why Curtis Jones is but with Curtis Jones on the left, we've already seen this last season. Curtis Jones will cover for McAllister. Curtis Jones will put in the work. That's why I think it'll be a 4-4-2. Okay. He's closer to McAllister. He's closer to Robertson, and he can help both of those players. I don't think. I mean, listen. It's probably just going to be Isak and Ekitike pressing by themselves, and Inter Milan are just going to do whatever they want in their own half. But it'll evolve once we get a spell of possession, and then that's when I fear that we're going to go back to basically Konate, Virgil, and Robertson as the three center backs, Joe Gomez as a hybrid right winger, and then Gravenberch,
more like the West Ham game, yeah, okay.
Exactly, and then Gravenberch left alone to carry the ball, and then everyone's going to say Gravenberch's best attribute is carrying, and then I'm going to respond to them with, well, what else did he have to do in that scenario when he has to make a 40-yard pass?
Could he go with, I don't know, thinking though, Mike, and to the chat and FOZI, right? Could he not go with maybe Kirkes as the left midfielder and put Jones in and put McAllister on the bench? Or nah?
Maybe he could have. He could have.
I'm just thinking about just being.
I feel like
Jones,
that's only attacking wide, isn't it?
Yeah, because I feel like Jones is gonna start like drifting into areas like this. And with Dumfries down this side, he's going to have a field day just down there, just running and overlapping and doing what he wants because they play with the three at the back with the wing backs, right?
Yeah.
And I don't see Jones just going, I'm going to drop in here and do my defensive work in there. Then I'm going to go here and then go 1v1. Old Jones,
Dumfries is not playing anyway. So
is he not playing?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Jesus.
The guy's name's Henrique. Henrique is playing on the right.
He might even be good as well, but Dumfries ain't playing. That guy's a machine. But do you know what I mean? If he starts tucking in here, to Mike's point, there's going to be room where they can exploit down the sides, right?
Yeah.
Well, Mike, you said you think that this is what we potentially will go with, right?
Pressing wise, yeah. I think this is what our defensive shape is going to be, and I don't really have a problem with that defensively. It's when we transition into possession that I'll have a problem. And then the possession-based structure, again, like my stance has always been very clear. We concede in transition. We concede based on how we structure ourselves offensively. And then the game turns on its head and everyone's out of position. Everyone's in the wrong place. People are pressing like headless chickens. We vacate too much space. So to me, it's not about how you're going to decide to set up when they have the ball. It's how you decide to set up when you have the ball. And as we know, even last season, we always had two very different structures. Like they weren't cohesive to each other. They weren't like for like.
Nah, fairs. Josh, you're saying all about the diamond, but let me go to FOZI setup and then you can go through it, FOZI, for us, yeah? Because you're saying the three, which I think could work. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's the best formation for these players, to be fair. Like it's all about covering the pitch, innit? And making sure that the fullbacks, because they play with wing backs, innit? I think Inter Milan play three at the back, don't they? And a wing back. So like Mike said, he's having issues with players going out wide and putting crosses in and giving us a lot of bother. So if you have three players on that side, which is the left-sided midfielder, and you got the left-sided, obviously, attacker, which is Ekitike, and you got Robertson, then one person ain't going to be an issue with it, really, if you think about it. So you're going to cover that. If they're going to attack, that means you're already going to go back to a formation that's difficult to go around. So this is why I said maybe this is the option. Drop back 5 yards, make it harder for the opponents to do those through balls and all that stuff. Because I don't think, when I watched Inter Milan in the past, I don't think they got that much pace anyway. So we don't have to worry about pace in behind. We've got enough, that could cover that at the back. It's like Mike always says, the most important bit is that midfield. Make sure they don't overrun that midfield. Make sure you cover those areas in midfield, and then off the ball work, which is the most important bit of the team. And I think we'll be fine. Because look at that. Where can they get when you put everybody back when we haven't got the ball? Where can they get past? You know what I mean? They can't. It's impossible. But it's just it depends on the discipline of the team. If they are still on track like they were before, and they're all over the place, or are they gonna start following instructions after what we've been hearing recently? If you know what I mean. Maybe this is the day they're gonna change their ways of playing, and there's no excuses for any player. If Salah's been chucked out, left behind and all that stuff, there's no player that's safe then if everybody's backing the manager. So everybody has to do their job. And I think this formation is much better for a team that wants to defend off the ball. And that's what we need to do. That's what we need to get back to. Get back to basics, man. It'll be easier for you, to create chances and plus, defend as one as well. Because if any player in that formation is at a position, someone's always there to cover it. Do you get what I'm saying, guys?
Now, listen, I'm with you. Do you think just show Inter Milan the respect they deserve, and then just go or catch you on a counter attack?
Because every team we paid respect to, we beat them with like Aston Villa, and you look at Real Madrid and all that stuff. Because we know obviously Real Madrid is a better team, so we show them the respect, but we still hit them with that counter attack in the game because we made it difficult for them to score. They didn't even score, did they? Really, if you think about it. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, shock opponents. Don't do too predictable formations. You know what I mean? What the opponent expects. Shock them. Do something different they didn't prepare for. Then you could win the games like that. In my opinion, anyway. That's how I see it.
Nah, fairs. Chat. Throw some setups you think as well. What do you guys think? I know I'll go with what Josh was saying. So Josh was saying, what about the diamond, right? So I'm assuming, let's say, I'll say Jones be at the top. Mac on the left side of the diamond, Sobo on the right side of the diamond, and then we go with the two up top.
Can I ask you guys a question? Would you go double pivot? Just tell McAllister and Gravenberch don't move from that area. Just cover that area and let the other ones do.
Bro, I've tried to say that for years. Well, I'd say years. He's only been here for years.
like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? We've been calling this out for 18 months.
Like, stay, man. Stay, please.
Guys, it's just, I mean, maybe I'm just being...
Mike, I know there's doom and gloom. I know that, bro. I'm trying to look for positive.
I'm trying to
be
on
your side, bro. I'm on your side, bro. Don't worry.
I'm trying my best to be positive, but it's not natural for me. I can't be. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. All right, there's only half a cup of water in there. It doesn't matter how you look at it. To me, we have 2 games of Salah not showing up. Like, he didn't play against West Ham, and he didn't play against Leeds. So, like, what action-wise is telling you that in the 180 minutes without Salah, and then let's add the 45 minutes in the first half against Sunderland, because let's be real, the right side was garbage then as well. We didn't really change anything. Like, there was no difference in the way that we played football in those games, at least from a build-up perspective, and ultimately that's the root of everything. There's no proof. There's no action that I can point to that would suggest that Arne Slot would actually change. And I guess until I see that, I can't sit here and predict that. Like, at this point, it's just words. You have to show me. Otherwise, it's all theory. Like, where is the evidence? We need a case study. It needs to be peer reviewed. You know what I mean?
This wouldn't be bad though. What Josh was saying in terms of the diamond. I think this could work.
Yeah, that could work.
That could work. What about, is it Jason? I think his name. You said 3-5-2. What does a 3-5-2 look like? Who goes in there?
He's talking about 3 centre backs and wing backs.
The 3 centre backs. So Virgil, Joey got one there.
And wing backs,
it could work. Let's see how that looks. And then Robbo goes as a wing back. Sobo goes as the wing back.
We ain't seen this.
Well, hell no. But we'll try it. We're looking for something at least, isn't it?
It's never happening.
We know.
Let me get them a bit closer. I feel like there's a massive gap here. Not that it matters, but hey. You think we could do something like that?
No. If it's gonna win you a game, that looks congested as well. Oh man.
Slot doesn't do things like this.
No,
he just doesn't. Like,
no. But what would you do, Mike? Would you be happy with this? That's the question.
Absolutely not. No, I would not be happy with this. I would
But
not.
then, Mike, it covers all
to.
the ground and the bases you want. There's no massive
There's
gap.
no gaps. Like you said, the
There is
donut.
players close to each other for simple 1-2s and simple passes, and then there's not a massive donut space in the middle of the park.
Yeah, but the issue is that these players at this point, again, this is why I've put so much blame on the manager. At this point, these guys have been predictively programmed to do these things. They have been predictively programmed to walk around the pitch. They have been predictably programmed to move laterally, to not take risks, even though not taking risks is a risk in itself. Playing pragmatic football is a risk. Like, I believe it is more of a risk to play like a coward than it is to play like a chaotic idiot. At least a chaotic idiot has the upside. A coward has no upside. So
I like that, Mike.
yes, in theory, a 3-5-2 could work, but the problem is, I think, with how ingrained the previous styles of play are, what you're going to end up seeing is McAllister drifting left. What you're going to end up seeing is Robertson overcommitting. What you're going to end up seeing is Szoboszlai playing too pragmatically and slowing the game down and thinking that he has to be a right back. What you're going to end up seeing is Ryan Gravenberch, by himself. In transition, you're going to end up seeing Isak and Ekitike bombing forward without anyone to connect who's trying to transition the ball from our half to the opposition half. Like, I don't think that that a formation change here is like the solution to the problem. It's the literal foundations of how we play. It's how are we moving up the pitch? Who is supporting the ball? What is the pace that we're playing at? I mean, in theory, yes, it could change something, but at the same time, to me, this just spells out one of these guys getting caught out and Konate being hung out to dry again, and everyone sitting here blaming Konate for making a mistake.
To be honest, bro, like thinking about it, sorry to interrupt, Mike. To be honest, like if you look at the previous game, if you look at the two we drawed, we beat West Ham. They didn't really create chances. You still had that deficiencies, like you pointed out, Mike, in the game. I watched your show. But if you look at the Sunderland one and you look at the Leeds one, the issue that we had, in my opinion, is the substitutions that he made, because they were doing all right until he made the changes at the wrong time. If you look at the Sunderland one, as soon as he took off the right back Gomez and put what's his name, Curtis Jones as a right back, like. It's like a jigsaw, isn't it? When you take something out of the jigsaw bit, there's always a gap there. If you know what I mean, because you've taken out a defender and you put a midfielder there, it won't match. It doesn't match at all, because what happened in that moment, every defender started panicking because they have to look after a midfielder who's a right back. Before that, when Gomez was there in the Sunderland, when he was at the right back, they were doing all right. Everybody had their own responsibilities. Nobody had to worry about, about Gomez defending on the right side, about Robertson defending on the left side, and Konate getting out of position, all that stuff. This is what I'm saying. This is the mistakes this manager does. He could have had 2 wins right now if he made the right substitutions at the right time. There was no need for Gomez to come off and put Gomez in that game, Jones in that game, because 10 minutes later we conceded the goal. You look at the Leeds game. When did things start going wrong? 65 minutes, when he started making substitutions, like 2 substitutions, not 1, 2. So it would take them time to gel into the game. But he has this mentality, this manager, which is as soon as he gets happy and things are going back to sort of the way he wanted it to, he gets overexcited, then he pulls the trigger. But you shouldn't be doing that. Take your time, bro. You could have we was 2-0 up in the second half. We could have just kept on. 80th minute, 85 minutes, you could have made those substitutions. But don't do it too early, because you're disrupting the momentum that teams already had. They kept a clean sheet and they got 2 goals for you. Keep it as it is. Then you got overexcited, pulled the trigger, and look what happened. We conceded 3 goals after that. That's what I'm saying. You can't interrupt teams when they're doing well. And this is the thing that this head coach has got a problem with. And I'm with Mike. He's not learning from his mistakes either. That's why I want him out. It's because it's the same mistakes every single game. Wrong timings of everything, putting players out of position, and it's just not learning from it. And this is why he's going to get the sack, because of this kind of decisions. Because I'm with Mike. I don't think we're going to improve dramatically under him in the next few games. But listen, I gave my reasons why he's making mistakes recently, because he had the games in his hand. He had 2 games he could have won, but obviously the Sunderland game and the Leeds game, and he refused to win it by doing the right thing.
No, I hear it, man. In terms of look, I hear it. There's different shapes we can use. We can use a diamond. I think maybe we might shift to it during the game. It might be a 4-2-4. It might be a 4-4-2. It might be a 4-2-3-1. Just different formations, different systems that we
Make it congested, bro. Make sure the middle is there. That's all you need, man.
And I know, bro. I know you're preaching to the choir, bro. I know, but we're gonna do what Mike said. And there's gonna be one lone wolf in there on his own at some point during the game, and then the rest of the guys are gonna go on attack. But looking at the team and chat, I want to know what you guys think. FOZI, Mike, who's the standout 2 players you think can make a difference tonight? Don't think too much, guys. You know, should be 2 players that fly off the top of your heads right now.
Like,
Arne Slot.
He's not traveling, bro. He's not.
Don't do that.
I think he's still going to be the impact player. I'm telling you.
You know what? To be honest, Isak might shine today. You know what I mean? Maybe the balls are going to be played up to him, Paul. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what they're going to do. Play it up to him now. Maybe he's going to get the freedom of, getting the ball on a consistent basis. But the ones I rely on the most that's going to attack a lot and keep the ball better and try, commit the opposition is Ekitike and Szoboszlai. I think these 2 are the ones. But like I said, you never know with Isak. This could be the game that is going to wake him up finally.
So you think Isak could be the one, but also your money is on Ekitike or Szoboszlai?
Yeah.
What about you, Mike? Where's your head at?
He's given up, man.
I think
on this team.
I think Alisson is going to have to be one. Alisson's going to have to make like 15 saves today.
15 saves.
Yeah, Alisson's going to have to do a PSG away performance. I think that we're going to get hammered on the transition. But and then I'm going to go with Isak because I'm done giving excuses. This guy's off-ball movement is atrocious. This guy's energy in the team is atrocious. And I know that the team behind him isn't doing a good job. But if Ekitike can get up there and at least get involved in the game, well, Isak, you really have no excuse. It's again, Ekitike had like a 8-game drought where he wasn't producing anything. But at least I see the effort off the ball. I need to see Isak do more. If you ain't going to get touches, brother, I need you to do more. Get involved in the game. Create the chance for yourself. Make it impossible to ignore you. Drop a little bit deeper. I don't care. But yeah, those would be my 2, even though it's like pulling teeth trying to say who's going to be our impact player.
Yeah, man.
It's so difficult, man, because I know we want to go into the game with a bit of confidence, a bit of fire, a bit of spirit.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
And we're just like, you don't know what Liverpool you might get. You might get a Liverpool that is just on it in the first 10, 15 minutes, but don't score. Or you might get Liverpool that is on it in the first 10, 15 minutes, score 2 goals, and you think, okay, we're going to do something today. And then by halftime, the game is 2-2. And you're like, this is the old Liverpool then. We just can't keep a lead. So, no, I get it. Or boring half of football. Both teams, boring each other to death with slow.
Not only that, you look at Inter Milan you look at Inter Milan, bro. Like, that's a consistent team, isn't it? That's if you look at that, Barella and all these guys in the midfield, that's a consistent midfield that's been together for a long, long time. So it ain't gonna be easy, man. If you come through this game, listen, it's gonna take a lot. And if you beat Inter Milan with the team they got right now, then you've come through a tough game and you got a victory. So that's a bonus, in my opinion. That's the positivity I could give so far.
Boy, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I don't even know. If I had to bug you guys for a score prediction for the game, where you guys head at? On a real. Where are you guys at? And I want total transparency and honesty, bro. I need to know where you guys head at. Like, are we winning? What is the score? Who's scoring? Chat, you guys as well, man. John's saying 3-0 LFC, so
you know what? Mike is gonna go on a long one, so let me start. I think
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know he's gonna give everything what the reasons are and everything what the defects are. Okay. Let me just say, I think we're gonna win by 2-1. I think this is the game. All the players are gonna wake up finally and try to turn the corner. I think the system and everything like that, for once, is gonna come together. That's what I think. That's what I'm gonna go with. But go ahead, Mike.
That sounded all nice though. I can't lie, FOZI, but I don't know.
I've it hurts to say this, but I've never wanted to see us lose more. But I don't think that we're going to lose. I don't even think that we're going to draw. And I don't want us to win because that gives this bald fraud more time. But I think that you're going to end up seeing the most disgusting, diabolical 2-1 that you've ever seen in your entire life. It's going to be a horrendous game. We're not going to see any changes, but somehow, some way, this team is going to win this game 2-1. And I'm going to be sitting here at the end having to fight off all the people who are trying to gaslight me with the final score. And I'm trying to show you, hey, buddy, that is the most disingenuous take that you could have, but it won't matter because they'll say, look, we can win without Mo. The important thing is that we haven't lost without Mo. So I don't really see us losing this game. Even if we draw, I don't think it's the end of the world. If we win, what's funny enough is that would put us into joint fourth with Inter. Yeah. We're on 9 points and Inter are on 12. Inter are sitting in fourth in the Champions League table. So if we win this game, we would be tied with Inter Milan. Inter Milan would be ahead of us on goal difference, though, because they have a goal difference of 9, and the goal difference in Liverpool is non-existent with 2. But either way, that would put us in the top 8 at least until tomorrow. So European form is different, and I just have a feeling, this isn't based in analysis. I just think that we're going to win the game, and I'm not going to be happy with the performance.
FOZI, do you think that obviously the Salah distraction is a big distraction as it stands, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to either aid the players and a manager to go, look, let's just go and get this win, and let's pull in the right direction? Or do you think it's going to be like, yeah, I'm not feeling this today, I'm not feeling whatever, and then not saying they're going to throw the game, but there might be some elements of the game looking like it's been thrown?
I think this Salah thing has opened up a lot of kind of worms. I think with the players right now, they've got no leg to stand on but to perform. There's no excuses anymore. You know what I mean? Mo has done what he did. He made it difficult for everybody now to get rid of this manager. So I think they're gonna perform. For some, I'm telling you guys, I've got this feeling we're gonna win this game. I don't know what's telling me, but I have this feeling the players are finally gonna wake up after this and they're gonna go and run a games for some reason. That's what I think. I honestly think that.
A run a game. So you're not only today.
I'm telling you, bro, there's something that's changed since that Mo Salah interview, man. And I think these players have been questioned a lot now, and it's time for them to perform. And there's no hiding place for them now. Especially, when you make an example out of Mo and it's World Cup year, guys, you don't want to lose your spot. You know what I mean? Especially January.
So is this coming from the thing inside your chest, or is it coming from the thing that's inside your skull? Which one? Where is this coming from, bro?
It's a bit of both, bro. It's a bit of both. Mainly, I look at it from that point of view. January is coming around the corner. Salah's been dismissed. I don't know when he's coming back in it. I don't know. Nobody could give me a time scale on that. But if you're making an example out of the best player at the football club like that, what chance have you got as a player in the next coming weeks, and especially the transfer window? You don't want to lose your spot. You want to be part of this team, especially the players that's underperforming. They're all playing for international teams, aren't they? You can't be sitting on a bench for months and months and expect to get picked for your national team. This is the time, man. This is the time everybody's going to wake up and start performing. I swear. I don't know what it is, but something's telling me that. Expect the result tonight, man.
Has anyone keeping an eye on the Inter? I haven't watched them this season, if I'm going to be totally honest. I haven't watched to see what they've been on. Have they actually been good at all? Have you guys seen them this season, or caught any games, maybe highlights, maybe check some stats from them? Because I haven't.
I think they're 1 point of the top in it in Serie A. I'm sure they are. like that. And they lost. I swear, I looked at it earlier. I think they lost about 4 games already this season. Drawn none. And 1 point off the top. There's 30, and AC Milan and Napoli are on 31. So they could still win the league. I mean, as time goes on, they're in a good form. It looks like, they only they lost 4, drawn none.
I'm trying to think. Someone said to me the other day that because they must be some XG lover because he mentioned XG. He said they've got like the best XG in Europe at the moment. I don't know how true that is. Honestly, saying they have been inconsistent defensively and offensively. Have they been good? Okay, so if they've been good both sides, then that's crazy.
Well, they scored 32 goals in the league, and they only conceded 13 in 14 games. So basically,
that's mad, bro. How many have we scored and conceded? Do you know? Because if they've scored 30 something and conceded 13, did you say?
Yeah. 13, 39. Sorry, they scored 32 and conceded 13, and the goal difference is 19. So let me look at Liverpool. Man, I don't even know where we are in the table. We're in the bottom half, I think now. We're 10th. So we've conceded. So we scored 24, conceded. Sorry, hang on. Yeah, scored 24 against 24. So 24-24. And the goal difference
24, conceded 24.
And the goal difference is 0. And we lost 6, drawn 2 for the first time recently, and won 7. Arsenal's won 10, we won 7. That's how this league is.
Big up to Mozzie. He says Amazon has a formation of 4-3-1-2.
Cares what it's on paper.
What will it be in the game?
Also, Amazon. You guys have to watch these games on Amazon?
Yeah. This particular game.
Not every game, just this one.
Yeah, it's just this one.
Interesting. Paramount has all the rights to Champions League in America.
Yeah, we know, man. We have to get our football subscription from all over. Like you guys get every channel, every game. The 3 o'clock.
Yeah, well, it's Paramount and it's Paramount and Peacock. They own both, and then there will be 2 games on cable, but that's USA, and I think that's also owned by Turner, which also owns Paramount. It's weird, but basically everything is conglomerated into just 2 different cups. But yeah, anyway, sorry.
Why no? But I'm thinking, why is Bradley not starting? If Bradley's suspended in midweek, I mean at the weekend.
Why is he suspended?
No idea, man.
Yeah, it's suspended for midweek.
Is it because it's 6 yellows?
Yellow cards, yeah. You got yellow cards.
In the champion for the Premier League. So why wouldn't you start him today? And then Gaffer is on a different tip today, you know. But wouldn't you start that guy, the guy that's going to definitely not be available? Let him play and then rest the guy that you're planning to play in that game.
Maybe he's going ultra defensive, innit? Because Gomez is a better defender, innit? So I think he's just gone ultra defensive. I think they might have a wing back that's, flying wing back or something like that, and he needs to be stopped. And Gomez is a better defender than Bradley, in my opinion, in that. So maybe that's what he's thinking about. Make it more defensive, hard to beat. And when they're flying in the wing back position, Gomez is there to stop them. But one thing I don't want to see, what Mike said earlier, is Gomez flying down the right wing like he did against West Ham. If that's happening, listen, we're going to be in trouble. I just hope he stays back more.
And the other thing as well, I was saying Rio Masterclass. I was trying to put that in the universe atmosphere, wherever you want to put it. But he's on the bench. Do you guys see him coming on and playing a part at all? What about you guys in the chat? Do you think he comes on and plays a part?
If we're down 3-0 in the 88th minute.
Oh man.
I feel like there is a game for him to play. Right. The game was Newcastle, right? When he came in and scored that winner. And you're like, yeah, he has arrived. Play him next game, see what he can do. And then we never did it.
Yeah.
We never did it. And now I'm just praying that he gets some more minutes. I want to see this kid play, man.
I don't think he's gonna play. I don't think he's gonna play him anymore. Because what they thought was like the season's gonna go Liverpool's way, innit? We're gonna be high flying, and when the team is doing good, you bring on these kids to start playing and all that stuff. That's what they thought in the beginning of the season. But now that's not happening anymore. I don't think they would put that risk on him, because the team, if the team loses, guys, and he plays in it, they're gonna start asking questions. Let's just be honest. There, it always happens. Remember Jayden Dance? Everybody used to brag about Jayden Dance. Where is he now? Is anyone talking about him? He had one bad game against PSV. After that, the career was over. So we don't want the same thing to happen to Rio. I don't think he's gonna start anytime soon. I'll be shocked if he's still here in January. To be fair, he's not loaned out or something like that. Because the plan is gone out the window, considering the season the way it's turned out. In my opinion.
Nah, this is crazy, man. I just want him to play, bro. Honestly.
I know.
Go on, Fuzzy. What was you gonna say?
I didn't say no. I said I know. Like you want him to play. Everybody does, but you can't take risks. You can't take risks now with him because one bad game, one bad performance, everybody's gonna turn on him, and that's what we don't want.
I gotta hop off, boys. I gotta go start my watch along. But
Mike, appreciate you,
big up,
bro.
boys. Big up,
All
boys.
right, see you in a bit, man. See you in a bit.
Much, take care, bro.
Fuzzy, bro. Let's we'll leave it there in a second. Do you have any streams coming up today at all or tomorrow?
I'm gonna do the watch along. Then I'll join you later if you're still doing that.
Yeah, definitely, my bro.
Yeah,
definitely.
I know people are saying what's in my cup, but guys,
Who's saying what's in your cup? Where is that?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, says what's in my cup. You believe we're gonna win? Listen, sometimes things like this happen. It opens, when someone speaks like Mo Salah did, the other players have to be standing up, be counted, and that's what I think that's gonna happen in this game. I don't want Arne Slot to stay. I'm not gonna change my mind about Arne Slot, but I think that's put us more of Arne Slot staying for a little bit longer than him leaving. Because the focus is no longer with Arne Slot. The focus is on Salah now.
Right, that means the gaffer is going to stay even longer at this football club, and that's not what we wanted him to. We didn't want him to stay here past Inter Milan. We didn't want him to stay like months ago. To be fair,
months ago.
When did you shift again? Was it Brentford you shifted?
No. It was after the international break. I gave him one more chance, and I said, you know what, this guy ain't changing for shit, man. No matter what we do. So I said, listen, I'm not blind to reality. And I've watched football long enough. It's all my life. All I know is football. Sometimes I got to take it. I don't want to be angry all the time. So I'm a laid back person. So I just try to look for the positives, if there's any positives. And if I don't see nothing, I just tell you the truth out there and say, hey, this guy's out of his depth. And he's out of his depth. He doesn't know what he's doing, bro. He's done. You guys were right all along. I even message you guys and say, I'll tell you that, but I can't do that during the streams. But now I'm just being truthful, man. I ain't lying to myself, man.
Bro, that's kind of the best way to be, man. When you see something, just call it out, man, and then whatever in it. If no one sees it at the time, it doesn't mean that you're incorrect. It just means you just saw it a bit earlier than most people, man. Exactly. But listen, we will leave it there. We'll be back after the watch along. So I'm going to redirect you over to Sav now. Going to do the watch along, and then after that, come back here and join us for the fan call-in. So if you're new to the channel, we'll do a fan call-in show after every Liverpool game. You get 3 minutes to chop it up with the guys on the panel, get your say, get your points across, and then we'll get the next guy in, man. But yeah, we had a few new callers in the last show, so which was good. Yeah, man, 3 minutes. Big up to yourself, Mod. I'm gonna call you in there. Big up to you. Because the names are just all weird now, and there's some random and numbers in there. But big up to you. So yeah, if you're new, calling shows after every game, and then you get your chance to come and chop it up and share your views, man. Fuzzy, appreciate you for joining.
Thank you, man. Thank you for inviting me, bro.
No, all good, bro. Do you have anything tomorrow? Did you say at all?
No, I'm obviously
joining me for the calling, but
I'll come with the calling, but I'm gonna do a watch along on my channel as well. So might see a frustrated Fuzzy in it. So just check it out.
All right, so let me see if Sav is live. It looks like he is. So listen, we'll head over there now. There's enough people watching. So come over, join us. Let's go and have a vibe, man. And see you guys after, man. Peace out.
Take it.